Imagine climbing a mountain above the Mediterranean, not for the view, not for a church, but for water. Water that seeps directly from rock. Cold, clear, ordinary looking. Yet for generations, people have climbed this path, filled bottles, and carried the water home. Some take it to relatives, others bring it to the sick. Why? Because high above the Gulf of Policastro, in southern Italy, an ancient sanctuary preserves a tradition almost unknown outside this region. And the water has a name, Manna. Tonight, we are not asking you to believe that water can perform miracles. We're asking something more interesting. Why has this water inspired the same journey for generations? And what happened here that made people believe it was worth carrying home? The place is called Maria Santissima di Pietrasanta, near San Giovanni a Piro. The sanctuary stands high above the coastline, where stone paths cut through the mountain, and the sea stretches far below. For centuries, pilgrims have climbed toward this isolated place. The setting alone feels almost unreal. Rock, wind, Mediterranean light, and hidden along the route, water, not a large river, not a dramatic waterfall, a small natural flow emerging from the stone. Local tradition connected that water with the sanctuary, and slowly, the spring became part of the pilgrimage itself. But the question remained, why this water? The path leading toward the spring became known as the Sentiero della Manna. The name is powerful. Manna, a word that immediately recalls the biblical food given in the desert. But here, the word belongs to water. According to local devotional tradition, pilgrims began collecting it and carrying it away, especially for people who could not make the climb themselves. The elderly, the sick, those confined to their homes. Imagine the scene. Someone climbs the mountain, fills a bottle from the rock, then walks back down carrying not just water, but hope. That gesture may be the real heart of this story. For generations, this water has been associated with stories of protection, comfort, and favors received. But we need to make an important distinction. Tradition is not the same as scientific proof. A family may believe someone improved after receiving the water. Another may describe an unexpected recovery. But those experiences alone do not prove that the water contains a medically extraordinary substance. And perhaps that's what makes the story more interesting, because the devotion survived without needing a laboratory explanation. People kept climbing, kept collecting, kept carrying. The ritual remained. Why? Because sometimes what people carry home is not simply water. It's the belief that they have brought back something connected to a sacred place. So, is there something unusual in the water itself? There is no established scientific evidence showing that the water possesses supernatural healing properties. It is natural spring water emerging from rock. That matters because the mystery is not solved by claiming chemistry has found something impossible. It hasn't. The real mystery is human. How does an ordinary natural source become meaningful enough that generations continue making the same journey? Why do people keep returning? Why do they still bring this water to someone who is ill? Maybe the answer lies less in minerals and more in memory. Think about what survives for centuries. Not much. Languages change, villages change, roads change, families leave, traditions disappear. Yet some gestures remain, walking the same path, touching the same rock, collecting the same water, bringing it home. There is something powerful in repetition. One generation sees the previous one do it, then another, then another. Eventually, the act itself becomes a kind of living archive, not written on paper, performed by people, and the spring becomes more than a spring. It becomes part of a story. So why do pilgrims carry this water to the sick? Faith, tradition, hope, or something they believe cannot be measured? Perhaps every pilgrim would answer differently. Some may believe in a grace. Others may simply want to offer comfort to someone they love. And maybe that's why the water continues to matter. Because when illness enters a family, people search for something they can do. Anything. A prayer, a journey, a bottle carried down from a mountain. Sometimes the action itself becomes a message. I climbed for you. I remembered you. I brought this back for you. And suddenly, the water means more than water. Return to the image from the beginning. A pair of hands beneath the rock. Clear water flowing between the fingers. Nothing visibly supernatural. No flash of light. No impossible chemical reaction. Just water. And perhaps that's what makes Pietrasanta so compelling. The extraordinary claim is not that the rock breaks the laws of nature. It's that something so ordinary has carried extraordinary meaning for so long. The spring still flows, pilgrims still climb, and bottles still travel back down toward homes, hospital rooms, and people waiting far below. So maybe the final question is not, what is inside this water? Maybe it is, what are people carrying with it? Hope, faith, memory, love? Perhaps that is why generation after generation, they still come to the rock. This is divine eternal stories. We explore the places where history, mystery, tradition, and faith collide, without telling you what you must believe. If these forgotten stories fascinate you, subscribe. Because Italy is filled with springs, sanctuaries, and ancient places whose stories rarely travel beyond the villages that protect them. And we're going to uncover them, one by one,